I don't like to sound ungrateful or pushy, mumbled the giraffe. But we do have one very pressing problem. We're all absolutely famished. We haven't eaten 4 days. My dear Giraffe, cried the Duke. How very thoughtless of me. Food is no problem around here. I'm afraid it is not quite as easy as all that, said the Giraffe. You see, I myself happen to be. Don't tell me, cried the Duke. I know it already. I am an expert on the animals of Africa. The moment I saw you, I knew you were no ordinary giraffe. You're of the generous battery, are you not? You're absolutely right, Your Grace, said the giraffe. But the trouble with us is that we only eat. You don't have to tell me that either, cried the Duke. And you perfectly well a generous giraffe can eat only one kind of food. Am I not right in thinking that the pink and purple flowers of the Tinkle Tinkle tree are your only diet? Yes, sighed the giraffe, and that's been my problem ever since I arrived on these shores. That is no problem at all here at Hampshire House, said the Duke. Look over there, my dear Giraffe, and you will see the only plantation of Tinkle Tinkle trees in the entire country. The giraffe looked. She gave a gasp of astonishment, and at first she was so overwhelmed she couldn't even speak. Great tears of joy began running down her cheeks. Help yourself, said the Duke. Eat all you want. Oh, my saint souls, gasped the giraffe. Oh, my naked neck. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. That leaves only the Pelly, said the Duke. Yes, said the pelican nervously, but I'm afraid that what I eat does not grow on tree. I only eat fish. Would it be too much trouble? I wonder if I were to ask you for a reasonably fresh piece of haddock over cold cod every day. Haddock or cod, shouted the Duke, spitting out the words as though they made a bad taste in his mouth. Cast your eyes, my dear Pelly, over there to the south. The pelican looked across the vast rolling estate, and in the distance he saw a great river. That is the river Thames, cried the Duke. The finest salmon river in the whole of Europe. Salmon, screeched the pelican. Not salmon? You don't really mean salmon. It's full of salmon, the Duke said, and I own that. You can help yourself. Before he had finished speaking, the pelican was in the air. The Duke and I watched him as he flew full speed through the river. We saw him circle above the water. Then he dived and disappeared. A few moments later, he was in the air again, and he had a gigantic salmon in his bag. I stood alone with the Duke on the lawn beside his great house. Well, Billy, he said, I'm glad they are all happy. But what about you, my lad? I am wondering if you happen to have just one extra special little wish or for yourself. If you do, I'd love you to tell me about it. There was sudden tingling in my toes, as well as there something tremendous might be going to happen to me any moment. Yes, more nervously. I do have an extra special little wish. And what might that be? said the Duke in a kindly voice. There is an old wooden house near where I live, I said. It's called the Giraffe, and long ago is to be a sweet chef. I wish that one day somebody might come along and make it into a marvelous new sweet chef all over again. Somebody? Cried the Duke. What do you mean, somebody? You and I will do that. We'll do it together. We'll make it into the most wonderful sweet chef in the world, and you might burn it all night. Whenever the old Duke got excited, his enormous mustache started to blister and jump about. Right now, they are jumping up and down so much that look at Drew, he had a squirrel on his face. By gad, sir, he cried, waving his stick, I shall buy the place today, when we'll all get to work and have the old thing ready in no time. You just wait and see what sort of a sweet chef we are going to make out of this clever place of yours. It was amazing how quickly things began to happen after that. There was no problem about buying that house because it was owned by the Giraffe and the Pelly and the monkey, and they insisted upon giving it to the Duke for nothing. The bottle and carpenters moved in and rebuilt the whole of the inside so that once again it had 3 floors. On all these floors they put together rows and rows or tall shelves, and there were ladders to climb up to the high shelves and baskets to carry what you bought. Then the sweets and chocolates and toffees and fudges and nuggets began pouring in to fill the shelves. They came to aeroplanes come from every country in the world, the most wondrous things you could ever imagine. There were gum razors and fin winkles for China, frost flowers and speedtails for Africa, tummy tickles and gold mangles from Fuji's Island, and lip-curl flush nuggets from the land of many sun. For 2 weeks, the flood of boxes and sacks continued to arrive. I could no longer keep track of all the countries they had came from. But you can bet your life that as I unpacked each new batch, I sampled it carefully. I can remember especially the giant wang doodle from Australia, everyone with a huge ripe red strawberry hidden inside this crispy chocolate crust, and the electric video cone, and made every hair on your head stand straight up on end as soon as you popped on one into your mouth. And there were nasal bullets and gum glotters and blue bubbles and silver slurpers and torch rackles, and as well as this, there was a whole lot of splendid stuff from the Grey Wonka factory itself. For example, the famous Willy Wonka rainbow drops. Suck them, and you can speak in 7 different colors, and you stick Joe for talkative parents, and his mean jujubas that will give the boy next door green teeth for a month. On the grand opening day, I decided to allow all my customers to help themselves for free. And the place was so crowded with children you hardly moved. The television cameras and the newspaper reporters were all there. And the old Duke himself stood outside in the road with my friends, the Giraffe and the Pelly and the monkey, watching the marvelous scenes. I came I came out of the shop to join them for a few moments and brought each of them a bag of extra special sweets as a present. To the Duke, because the weather was a little chilly, I gave some scarlet silver troopers that had been sent to me for excellent. The labels that they were thrown to make a person to suck them warm as toast the standing neck and North Pole in mid-war. The moment the Duke popped on one into his mouth, thick smoke came gushing out of the old boy's nostrils in such loudness that I thought his mouth was going in the flames. Terrific, he cried, hopping about. Tremendous in the case of a home with them. To the Giraffe, I gave a bag of lumpious clovers and corbels and the delicious sweet that is made somewhere near America, and the moment you bite into it, all the pure perfume juice of R&B as so skittering down your gullet, one after the other. It's wonderful, quite the liquid flavor poured all the way down her long throat. It's even better than my favorite pink and purple flowers. To the pelican, I gave a big bag of peachnuts, as you probably know, bought by children who are unable to whistle a tune as they walk along the street but long to do so. They had a splendid effect upon the pelican, for after he had but put one of them into his bag and chewed it for a while, he suddenly started singing like a nightingale. This made him wildly excited because pelicans are not songbirds. No pelican had ever been known or whistled a tune before. To the monkey, I gave back of devil's drenchers, those small very black sweets that one is not allowed to sell the children under 4 years old. When you have sucked a devil's drencher for a minute or so, you can set your breath alight and blow a huge column of fire 20 feet into the air. The Duke put a match to the monkey's breath and shouted, "Blow, monkey, blow!" A sheet of orange flame shot up as high as the roof of the grubber house, and it was wonderful. "I got to leave you now," I said. "I must go and look after my costume in shop." "We must go too," said the Giraffe. "We have 100 windows to clean before dark." I said goodbye to the Duke, and then one by one said goodbye to the 3 best friends I had ever had. Suddenly, we all became very quiet and melancholy, and the monkey looked as though he was about to cry as he sang me a little song of Far Away. We have tears in our eyes as we wave our goodbyes. We so love being with you, we three. So do please now and then come and see us again, the Giraffe and the Pelly and me. All you do is to look at the page in this book, because that's where we always will be. No book ever ends when it's full of your friends, the Giraffe and the Pelly and me. Thanks for listening.